Hello and welcome to Monday MAME for this August 17th, 2020. As you can see on the screen, we're going to play games from the 70s, the whole entire decade, not just the year 1970, but the whole decade. There's not a ton of games per year in the 70s, but collectively we can kind of have enough for a decent stream, hopefully. Let's remove this silly thing I have up here. So I like to give my little spiel. My name is Mark W, and I like to play retro games on this stream that I call Monday MAME. MAME is an emulator. It stands for, what does it stand for? Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator. So that's what I'm going to be playing some arcade games on. I like to give a little background of what I'm playing on. It's a Raspberry Pi with a software stack called RetroPie. And that's what you're seeing here. This particular user interface is called Emulation Station. And so RetroPie gives you all you need to play a whole bunch of retro games, except the ROMs themselves. And I own all these ROMs legitimately, by the way. As I often like to tell you, I have about 8 square miles of home, and every game you see here, plus thousands of others, reside in my home with me. But yeah, the 1970s, this is the fledgling decade for arcade games. Some of them are very basic. Some of them are not going to be good, I'll be honest with you. Some of them only support 2 players because it can be really easy to program a game when you don't have to program an AI or a computer controlled character. So, like, say you want to make a game like Pong. Well, if you don't want to have an AI control one of the paddles, then you just make it a 2 player only game. So a few of the games are 2 player only, and I'll just like run them for a moment as a demo, and that's about it. Some of the games you see on this list here will not work. They will not work. I did not have time to try to get all of these to work. And the ones that don't work, they are what they call TTL games, which stands for transistor to transistor logic, which means these are machines that were built that did not have a circuit board with a processor on it as we know it today. It was a bunch of transistors and stuff wired on a board, and therefore it's not quite as easy to emulate. So I heard there's some solutions to that, but I didn't get to those. But we can still play a whole bunch of games today, probably at least 10 or 12. And stick around if you want to rate the games at the end. That's kind of a collaborative thing I like to do at the end of the game. At the end of the stream, we'll rate each game out of 5 stars. You have to be easy on the 70s. This is the beginning, folks. But by the way, I am going to do an extra bonus game at the very end. And that is a late 70s game for a home computer. I figured I'd throw that in for kicks. And it's probably what I consider to be the most robust or advanced game from this decade that I've seen. So let me know if you agree when we get to that. Just having a sip of my refrigerator water, my trusty refrigerator water. If you want to chat, I'm game. I like to chat. I like to interact. You can tell me what you think of what I'm playing. You could make a request, although I mostly on Monday main stick to this list, as it's kind of hard to play a random game without fiddling around with configuration. I'm probably gonna have to fiddle around with a little bit of configuration stuff anyway. Um, Pardon me 1 second. I have a slight interruption. Just 10 seconds actually. So yeah. By the way, I saw an old tweet from July, so not that old, from the comedian Stephen Colbert, and he was talking about how this game here, Asteroid, pales in comparison to this game here, Lunar Lander. He said Lunar Lander is a much better game. So I invited him to join the stream. Is he going to do it? I really doubt it. But I figured I had to try because why not? So without further ado, let's jump into the very first game. One of the all-time classics and probably one of the best games you're going to play from the 70s. It is Asteroids. Asteroids is a game by Atari, I believe, and yeah, you can see at the bottom, copyright 1979 Atari Inc. It has vector graphics like a lot of these really old games that they don't quite look beautiful on a raster display, but what are you going to do? And I'm going to adjust my volume a tiny bit. Bear with me. As always, if you find one level, i.e. the game versus my voice is way too loud or too soft, let me know and I'll adjust accordingly. Again, I pay attention to the chat. And all that said, let's jump into a game of asteroids. So in asteroids, you're shooting asteroids. Who doesn't know asteroids? You shoot, you thrust. Whoa, those things really shot at me. They like, okay, that's a quick death. You can shoot, you can thrust, you can hyperspace, hyper jump, what's it called? Some people just like to sit in the middle and kind of spin around. Oh, I'm getting murdered here, wow. So that UFO comes by and shoots at you. Maybe that's one reason to not sit in place, because the UFO will find you to be a sitting duck. This game is 2-player, I believe, but I don't have any friends, so you have to watch me play. But I did have a version of this for Atari 800. That's a computer you'll hear me mention a lot on this stream, because I had it and it was awesome. And that version of Asteroids, they made 4 players, which is really cool. I find any game where you have just a simple kind of gameplay and like multiple players jumping in at once, it's usually a recipe for success in my opinion. Okay, I'm starting to get into the swing of it that I'm not dying every 5 seconds at least. Anyone who watched me play Vectrex has probably seen me play Mindstorm, which is inspired by this game. But I actually like Mindstorm a little better, I think. Ooh, game over. Mindstorm is different from this, and I think it's actually an improvement, but that's just my opinion. How do I actually select the button? Okay, none of the buttons. Oh, maybe I have to hit up or down? I don't know. Okay, I pressed something and it worked. Alright, I'm going to give this one another go because it deserves it. It's a good game. Some of these games, again, I'm just going to load up for like a minute because some of them are multiplayer only. And some of them are not going to be great, to be quite honest. Which is not a great way to sell your stream. Like, hey, everything's going to be boring, we're hooray. But, you know, think of it like a historical exercise. Like you're looking at a museum or something. Whoa. So I should use my hyperspace more. That's when you're about to get hit. You just teleport out of the way. Like that. I just did it. Ah, and then you take a moment trying to figure out where the heck you are and you die. So this is 1979 Atari. Now, most of the good games are going to be from the late 70s because I guess, well, the first game that we have in the list that I can't play is one of those TTL games, and that was from 71. And I guess it really took some time for the ball to get rolling on arcade video games. Hey, I cleared a level. Woo. I cannot play that first game, Computer Space, unfortunately. I do have a picture of Rob Bob, my son, standing in front of a Computer Space machine at a convention we went to last year called the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, which was a really cool thing. That's what introduced me to Vectrex and started my obsession with that machine. But I'll show you later a picture of him posing in front of the Computer Space machine. It's a really weird one in appearance. It's like, you know, we didn't have the standard design by then of what an arcade cabinet should look like. It looks like, well, it was 71. It looks like something that somebody would have described as groovy back in the day. And it would be a non-ironic use of the word groovy. Oof. Maybe Austin Powers would play on that thing. Oh man, that's a dumb move. I should have just, I tried to turn around to avoid the asteroid, but I should have just hit hyperspace. Well, thanks for joining me tonight. Let's move on to the next game for now. Okay, so my score is 54-10. I'm sure that's not a good score. Next up we're gonna play a game called Barrier. This is a very simple game, and again with the vector kind of graphics. The basic idea behind Barrier is you have to move. I'm trying to read the thing in the bottom right, but it scrolls too fast. You have a grid of 3 by 9, and you're simply moving this triangle and trying not to get hit by these spinning diamond-looking things. This is from Cinematronics. I took one glance at this when I was testing. I always like to test the games out beforehand to make sure they work. And I was like, hey, maybe, I've had this desire to make a game for the Vectrex console. Maybe I will just recreate this game Barrier because it's very simple. I did a little Googling. It's already been done by somebody, some home brewer. But here we are. This is Barrier. You are a triangle and you have to not get hit by these diamond thingies. But they're kind of not making it easy right now. Okay, can you like move? Okay, that was impossible. I guess sometimes they just make it impossible. Ugh. They're all in a row, so I need them to leave a space. It's like almost like a board game where you're moving one space at a time, but it's real time, obviously. Okay, so that was terrible. Let's try again. Okay, I'm not moving. Oh, second player? No. What's happening? Oh, there we go. Okay. That was dumb. Come on, give me a break, guys. I don't know how you're supposed to do this. I feel like I did a little better when I demoed this. Again, I test games really quick, so I kind of just rushed through it and I was able to get to the end. And every time you get to the end, you wrap around to the beginning, the bottom. I don't know, it just wasn't hard that time. Okay, I see what I could have done there. At least there was an opening. I think there's some luck here, though. Okay, now I can do it. All right, I did it. And now I'm back here. Let's go, 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 go. Oh, so they move backwards, too, as you can see. Not very fair sometimes, is it? There we go. So not exactly a masterpiece here, but what year are we talking about here? I missed. It's like 76, I think. So this is Barrier. Maybe I'll make this anyway for Vectrex, just for kicks as an exercise. You start making a game and you start overthinking design elements, like how will the game play, and then if you're like learning the technical stuff for the first time, it's kind of easier if you don't have to worry about designing the gameplay and what the graphics will look like and experiment. I mean, you could do that, but it's usually best to get your technical skills down first, in my opinion. So maybe I'll just try making this game for kicks. I could even make incremental improvements, like maybe you could shoot, but you'd have a limit to shots. Maybe the movement would be a little smoother, so you have like a smooth transition from square to square. I don't know, just an idea. Okay. Woohoo! So that's my score on the right, I think 40, 41. Oh, they moved fast that time. Okay, after this game, I'll move on. Okay, I think I'm on my last life because it says 0 at the top. Oh, I'm dead. 53 is my score. Now, how do you enter the dang initials? Oh, here we go. Okay. No one can beat my score in Barrier. I can't figure out how to move to the next initial. You would think right or left would do it because this game has no buttons. Okay, I'm apparently OYZ now. That's my new initials. I'll have to get my name legally changed to match OYZ. Can you guys see the display well enough? I'm looking at my preview. It looks kind of dim. I don't know if I can do much about that, unfortunately. By the way, this game is apparently 79, not 76. Could be my monitor screen is just a little dim. My laptop screen, that is. That's where I see the preview. All right, moving on. We cannot play Breakout, unfortunately, although it is a classic. Death Race, we cannot play either. Death Race is probably the first controversial game, because in that game, you're a car running over people and their graves pop up as you kill them. And it's like a little cross that pops up, and you get a point for each one you kill. And I thought I had a home version of that game, but I was confused. I was thinking about it. I had a game, I don't know what it was called, in which it was like a car racing game where you were scrolling upward on the screen on a road, and there were people, and you could avoid the people and you would get angel points, or you could kill the people and get devil points, and it'll let you play however you want. That's what I was thinking of, but it's not this game. If anyone knows what the heck that game was, that would be interesting to look at. All right, now we have a real solid game here in Galaxian. That's up next, Galaxian. Anybody who's watched my Vectrex stream that I keep mentioning, I have a really cool port of that for Vectrex called Vectrexians. And that's probably in my top 10 Vectrex games, maybe top 5. So, without further ado, here's Galaxian. I think Galaga is a little more popular than and well known than Galaxian, but this was the predecessor. If you want to maximize your score, you shoot the flying ones. Oh, you don't run into their shots stupidly. Okay, let's get in the zone here. Maybe Stephen Colbert will show up. Oh man, they're shooting a lot. They're dropping a lot of missiles. Alright, so I'm getting a little cocky with my, I'm letting them get too close, and then I try to take a shot, but it's too late. So I have to, like, not do that. Oh. Ah. Okay, I'll get the hang of it. I guess it makes sense that the red and the yellow guys are they're like the kings and queens or whatever, and they're the most dangerous. Ah, nice. No, they're shooting at an angle. You see, they don't just shoot downward. They actually come at you diagonally, which can be tough when they're kind of flanking you on both sides. Let's give it another go. By the way, I think this stream is going to be a lot shorter than the others, unless the bonus game that we play takes a while. And what I often say on this stream is, I'll revisit that game at the end if I have time, and I rarely have time. But I think this time I'll probably move on from Galaxian after this game, and we'll probably play the rest of the games within like a span of an hour or so. Then maybe I'll revisit Galaxian again. Normally I make this stream confined to about 2 hours, because it's a school night. Okay, work night. I'm too old for school. Ah, dang. I like the stars in the background. The twinkle, twinkle, little stars. I do not like the pounding effect of the sound in the background. It's like boop, 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 boop. I don't know what they're trying to do with that. And Vectrexians, again, the vector port of this game also implements that annoying sound in the background. That's probably my only complaint about this game, though. It's a really good one. Alright, I got the red one. Somehow my sound's cutting out once in a while. Could just be the game. A lot of older games did not have a ton of sound channels, so it's like you could not have a lot of sounds playing at the same time, or they would just kind of one sound would cancel the other, sort of. I'm finding this very difficult. Oof. Well, I beat my last score. That's not really saying a whole lot. Oh no! That one really came at me horizontally. Come at me, bro. I can shoot a little faster. I've been a little lazy on the fire button. I should be shooting faster for sure. Oh, okay. So that's my score. 48-40, not very good. I've definitely done better on Vectrexians. Oh, that's alright. Can always practice again later. And that is Galaxian. I don't have Galaxy game. That's one of these TTL games. Gunfight I do have, but that's one of the two-player only games. So I'll just jump into this quickly and show you what Gunfight is like. And by the way, I had a version of this for Atari 800 home computer. In this game, it's two guys with guns, you know, kind of a cowboy western setting. And you use a dial on the original machine to adjust the gun. See the way its arm is pointing upward? You can adjust the angle of your arm to point the gun up or down. I don't have a dial, but I've configured the second joystick to control that. So basically I'm going to be moving, not the joystick, I made buttons adjust that. So I'm going to have a button for aim up, a button for aim down, and a button for shoot. And unfortunately, without another player, it's going to be a little bit lame. But so here's me. I can shoot. I can... Okay, I cannot move up, aim my gun up and down like I thought I could. I could actually play both of them. Watch this. Aha, right player wins. That was 1 point worth. Yeah, what happened to my setup? I thought I configured this. Oh, we could jump into the setup real quick, if you don't mind. Okay, I didn't save that apparently. So you adjust the decrement and the increment for the positional V. I don't know what to call it, positional V. Okay, the second controller is not set up apparently, but it's alright. We'll just, it's no point in trying to play with both of them, I guess. So look, you can up, down, and there's various degrees. So you could shoot there. I missed. Got me. Got me. Now what happens with the cactuses? I guess they block your shots. Oh yeah, you can shoot through them. Oh, I'm out of ammo, so I'm a sitting duck. Oh, game over apparently. Okay. So some of these 70s games, they just give you a timer and they say, you know, all the players, and for the multiplayer games, have at it. Whoever, you know, kills the other guy the most times gets the most points, and that's it. And that's basically Gunfight. From which year? That was 75. I mean, you gotta give it credit for 75. I'm an old fart, and that's older than I am. And a lot of these stupid games, like, I don't want to call them stupid, but very simple, basic games, when they're multiplayer, that just makes it fun right there, because it's like the players bring the fun to the game more than the actual game does, in a sense. Anyway, this is the game that Stephen Colbert prefers over Asteroids. It is called Lunar Lander, and you've probably seen a lot of games that imitate this game. There was a Windows one that usually came with the... I'm talking Windows 3.1. There was a Lunar Lander game that I think it either came with Windows or it was it came with one of those really common packs of games that included like Ski Free and stuff, if you remember those. Anyway, with Lunar Lander, you're just trying to make this Lunar Lander land safely on the surface of the moon. And you have to watch your speed horizontally and vertically. Yeah, look, when you get close, it'll zoom in, so that's pretty cool. There's a throttle. I don't know how the original controls looked in the arcade, but I had to configure a throttle, so I made the second joystick the throttle. So I'm going to be playing with that. Oh, look how far he's going horizontally. He's going to crash. Oh, okay, let's play for real, even though I'm terrible. All right, there's my ship. My lander, that is. The more you thrust, the more fuel you use. So I just turned off my thrust a bit. I'm going to try to gently glide down to maybe the 5 times. That's a little crazy for a newbie, but I could try it. I'm headed in that direction. So this is a game that rewards being really careful and patient. I'm not sure that I am those things, but that's why Stephen Colbert liked it. Stephen Colbert is a big nerd, by the way, in a good way. He often talks about his time playing Dungeons and Dragons and his obsession with Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Am I going up here or what? I guess I gotta crank up the throttle. Come on, you can do it. Oh no, should I just go to the left one? I think I can do it. I should be able to overcome the gravity. But I'm using a lot of fuel in the process. Okay, now I can slow it down a little bit. You can see as I adjust the throttle, the flame behind, like underneath my lander, decreases in size or increases. Okay, let's give this 5 times points, people. Okay, careful. I'm gonna drop. And I have never really played this. Even when I had that Windows version of the game, I kind of wasn't into it at the time. Oh, I landed hard apparently and broke a communication system. I thought I was pretty gently landing, but I guess not. Alright, so I got 75 points. And my fuel did not replenish, so that makes it challenging. Should I go for the 5 times again? It's like it's taking me there by default, so I'm kind of just drifting in that direction. Okay, we gotta go up and right some more. I'm using a ton of fuel though. I'm not really happy with that. I think this is going to be the end of me after this attempt. I might run out of fuel right here even. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to run out right now. Alright, let's just use the minimal thrust. Actually, I got to go right more. What am I doing? Oh no. I have to turn up the thrust a little bit. No. Okay, you landed hard. You were hopelessly marooned. 75 points. Alright. Oh, that's it. Low on fuel. And I'm going to drift until I crash, I guess. Can I... Oh, it's game over. Okay. So that's Lunar Lander. Now, I'm going to show you... I forgot to show you Computer Space. That's the game I can't play, but Rob Bob was in a picture with that. So let me get that up on the screen real quick. Computer Space. Oh, by the way, I had this pulled up too. I wanted to show you Stephen Colbert's tweet. He says, I know that no one asked my opinion here, but I am a firm believer that Lunar Lander was a superior arcade gaming experience. The variable gravity, the throttle action, and the thruster surround sound were truly engrossing. So I don't have the surround sound he's talking about here. Has anybody ever played this game or a similar one? There's a few similar games on Vectrex. I always talk about Vectrex. There's one called Thrust, which it involves like shooting things. There's another one called Gravitrex, which is actually based on the game Gravitar, I believe, which is an arcade game from I think the early 80s. Anyway, let's take off Stephen Colbert and show you what Computer Space looks like. Here we are with Computer Space featuring Rob Bob. Let's adjust the size. Computer Space. This is the machine I said was groovy. And if you look at the controls, there's it's like, wow. It's like somebody who designed the set of Star Trek. Look at these things. And I don't know how you play. I think it's basically a game similar to Space War, kind of, and you'll see Space War in a bit. But this machine is so ridiculous in kind of a cool but antiquated way. And over here you see on the right of the machine it says rocket, saucer, and time. So I guess perhaps those are like LEDs that light up. This machine is off, I think, by the way. Well, it looks like the controls at below were lit up, but I don't know. I don't see anything on the screen. I don't think he was actually playing. Are you there, Bob? Can you tell us if you actually played this game? I don't think you were able to. Alright, so that's what I wanted to show you. Let's go back to the machine. Alright, so moving right along. Next up on the agenda is... I cannot play Pong, I'm sorry, and that's like an utter classic of all time. Pretty much, you think of 70s video game, you think of Pong. But it's one of those TTL games. It was like hardwired transistors and stuff, and I can't play it yet. Next up is Radar Scope. This is a game by Nintendo from '79. Did Nintendo make any video games before this one? I don't know. I usually hear of them beginning in the early 80s with like Donkey Kong, etc. But this one is from, well, okay, I lied a little. If you look at the right, it says 1980. This was released in America in January 1980, according to my sources, i.e. Wikipedia. But it was released in Japan in '79, so we'll count it as 70s anyway. And you can see here, this one actually looks like a livelier game than most of these, and it does not have vector graphics. But is it as good as, say, Galaxian? I don't know. I think this game bombed commercially. I think I read that on Wikipedia as well. And it caused some problems with Nintendo financially, but I think they bounced back with probably Donkey Kong. Maybe something before that, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's play. What do I call this game? Retroscope or something? Something's good. Captain, your duties are to shoot 48 UFOs. Good luck. Alright, I like shooting UFOs. So we have again a Galaxian style game. But these guys really swoop down low and they speed up at the last second. It kind of makes you a little nervous. It makes me nervous anyway. Retroscope? Is that what it's called? I feel like this game is much louder than the others that I've played so far. Oof, I died. I have a damage meter at the bottom. Yeah, that's not my life. I get hit once and I'm dead. So I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's for a boss or something, if there's such a concept. They really do make me nervous when they swoop down here. So this is pre-Donkey Kong Nintendo. Did you even know such a thing existed? What are those? Oh, they're blowing up something at the bottom. There's a kamikaze me. Okay, so we have to get these weird looking blue ones before they kamikaze me. They're making my damage meter decrease. The red ones shoot quite a bit though. It's hard to avoid them. You have to really focus on keeping your ship moving. Oh, I thought I was dead. No, that one shot way too much. Whoa, what's happening? Okay, one left. Let's get it. Okay, next level. Complete. Attack mission damage 0%. What? Okay. Am I missing something? Okay, now we got the same kind of guys, but they make a different sound effect, and they're purple or pinkish, magenta. I guess they're magenta. Okay, let's get those kamikazers. This game bombs commercially, like I said, but I think it's pretty good. Hey, I got an extra life, I guess, from hitting enough points. Is it better than Galaxian? I think it's probably better than Galaxian, but not... Maybe not Galaga. I don't know. I kind of wish there was... Jeez. I don't know, maybe a little more variety in how they attack you, maybe different motions. But there are two different kinds of units. There's more levels to explore, so maybe there's more coming up. But considering the time, compared to some of the other games, like Gunfight, it's so basic. I might have to skip the ratings at the end of the stream. I feel like it's not fair to rate some of these. How could you rate a 1975 game and compare it to anything else? It doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know, let me know what you guys think, though. If you want to rate, if you want to rate, we can do it. Hello? Was I muted all that time? Oh yeah. I just pressed the mute button to cough, and then I noticed that my mute was off at that point, which leads me to believe I was muted for a while, perhaps. I'm not sure though. Okay. I'm gonna lower the volume a little because those Space Invaders are loud. Okay, next up, Space Invaders. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me. I was saying this is probably the #1 most famous and beloved game from this entire decade. Possibly Asteroids beats it. I would think this one does. And if you don't know this game, you're just shooting these Space Invaders. They shift to the left, shift to the right. Each time they hit the edge, they go down a little bit. If they touch the ground, you are done. Game over. I usually take this approach. You try to take out a column at a time. There's many different ways to approach it, though. Okay, the UFO at the top is for bonus points. One interesting feature in this game that was done accidentally, according to my understanding, is as you blow away these Space Invaders, they get faster. The fewer there are, the faster they move. But that was not intentional originally, is my understanding. It was basically the game's processor couldn't keep up, so it was slower, as there were more creatures to draw. And so, as you knocked them off, they could the machine could keep up better. So in the very last one, it would go super fast. That's what I've heard. I'm not entirely sure it's true. I feel like I did not hear it as a random rumor, though. It seemed like I might have heard that somewhere. That was reputable. Anyway, so we're gonna hit the last one in a second. It's gonna go really fast, which means that basically, jeez, oh my goodness, I can't believe I can't do this. It's the classic noob thing where a noob can't handle Space Invaders, the last guy. Oh, jeez. They made fun of that in Futurama in one episode, the cartoon show. And the main character, Fry, has to shoot some real-life invading aliens. And it's like basically an imitation of the game Space Invaders. But when they get to the last guy, he says, I can't do this. My brother always shot the last ship for me. And then the alien touches down. Oops, I got shot. The alien touches down and laughs and says, you were shooting where I was when you should have been shooting where I was going to be. Because you're supposed to lead the ship. You don't shoot exactly at it. You have to shoot right in front of it, or you're going to miss. What is beeping? Oh, an extra life, perhaps. Some people like to blast through. Actually, that was made fun of in Futurama as well. They like to blast through these barriers at the bottom and just make a hole in them. Oh, I'm dead. And then you can kind of hide in there. Most of the shots will miss you unless they get right through the slot that you've dug out. I can show you what I mean by that, even though I don't normally do that. You just do this kind of, and you're fairly protected, and you can shoot at them as well. Okay, let's try to get this UFO for once. No, not happening. Not happening. Okay, let's make a better show of it this time. Oh, there we go. So this is the game that probably inspired Galaxian, which inspired Galaga, etc., etc. So this is really a very fundamental game, and I am dead. Score is 2,230. Very influential game is what I was getting at. You could argue that maybe all kinds of spaceship shooters were influenced by this one ultimately. I don't know. For 78 though, you could definitely say it at least came first before all the others. Like, various ships coming at you and you have to move around side to side shooting at them. Anyway, now we have Space Wars, which is another two-player only game, so I can only kind of demo it a little bit. The original Space Wars, not like an arcade game. I believe they ran it on like kind of an oscilloscope or something like that. And I think this is credited as the first game ever, the original version of this. First video game ever. I have this on Vectrex as well. Okay, so for each quarter you get 2 minutes. You can keep pumping in quarters. And then you press a button to start, whatever button that might be. Okay. I thought I had this working. Let's check the controls. Coin. Oh, that's right. You have to press an option. See, basically there's, I guess, 10 different modes of play. Like, it could be, the sun sucks you in with his gravity or not. A lot of old Atari 2600 games have this concept where you just choose a mode of play and there's various variations. So I can choose between 0 and 9. It's hard to say what any of those are. I will pick number 1. Okay, here I am. I'm the one on the left. Whoa, you thrust very quickly. There's the Enterprise. I killed it. So I have 1 point. Here's an asteroid. I don't think you can shoot the asteroid. And this isn't going to be too exciting with 1 player only. I'm surprised at how fast you thrust. In variation of this game that I played, I found the thrusting is slower usually. Oh, I died by something. The asteroid? So if you look at that, I actually was scored against because I died. What is going on? Oh, I have fuel apparently. Look at the top left. As I thrust, the fuel goes down. Do my shots have a limit? Okay, we could play with various play modes, but that's about it. I'll try one more just for kicks. So that was number 1. Let's try number, I don't know, 5. It's possible there's a, I doubt it, but it's possible that there's a computer-controlled player if you choose the right mode. I don't know. I would not bet on it, but possibly. So we pop in a quarter. We press number. What? Pick a number, guys. I'm just testing if anybody's awake. Maybe something in the middle, 5 or 6. Okay, let's pick. We have input. Hey, Arturo. I knew you were there somewhere. 8. Yeah, I know this is probably not the most thrilling game. It's more of a peek into history. Okay, so my thrusting feels different with number 8. And as you can see, well, I was going to say, as you can see, the other player is drifting. But then he stopped, so I don't know. The sun pulls you in for sure. It did not do that on play mode 1. Let's go close to the sun and see what happens. Whoa. I can't even kill him. I'm so bad. The sitting duck I can't kill. Favorite number is 8? Ah. How did that come about? 888. The Ocho. Okay, that is Space War. I can imagine that was hugely amazing when there simply was not the concept of video games before that. It's hard to imagine such a thing because, well, they were always around since I've been around, and probably for most of you too. Alright, here's a game called Speed Freak that I could not control too well, but it has pretty cool style to it. Look at the graphics. I will probably not be able to drive nearly as well as you see in this demo, but let's give it a shot. I think this used a real steering wheel kind of thing. I do not have such a thing. So it's another game where I'm using a digital stick to simulate analog. Warning, there are known problems emulating this game. Here's a hitchhiker on the right. We should kill him. Okay, let's play. Speed Freak. If I recall correctly, there's a button per gear. But you only start moving when you press the first gear for some second gear for some reason. Okay, now I'm in third, perhaps. No, I'm slowing down. There's a happy face sign on the right. Here's a roadblock. Oh no. I exploded for some reason. Okay. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to try a different emulator. I think MAME 2010 would handle it a little better, probably. That's something I should have done beforehand, so I apologize for that. But I think what I tried 2010 and it didn't look as good visually, but it did not give me a warning that it can't emulate it fully. So it's probably going to look a little worse, but emulate better. It's sideways right now. We can configure that. If I can read this. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's play. I probably have to configure a little more actually. Input this game. I have to turn my head sideways now. Button 1 is going to be this button. We have the dial analog. Oh, I didn't even know there was that. Okay. Let me think about this. So we can use decrement and increment for the analog. Maybe that's your speed. I think that is actually it, yeah. So increment your speed, decrement your speed. And in addition to the first button, we have gears 1 through 4. I'm so confused. Okay. Let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put button 1 over here. Come on, you can do it. Okay. First, second, third, fourth. Alright, so I have increment and decrement, which I think is my speed, and I have the gear shifts and button 1, whatever that does. Here we go, folks. We're in gear 1. I'm going to accelerate by pressing the increment button. Apparently not. No. Player 1 button seems to do it. Okay. Oh, I can't turn. Okay, that was bad. I think I missed that part of the config. Oh, that's probably... Oh, that's the increment part. Okay. So that should be tied to my joystick. I did this yesterday, but I apparently forgot. So right and left are going to be my steering wheel, if you will. And let's start moving. Okay. Let's go to second gear, I guess. Let's not kill the guy at the side of the road. Oh no, no. Ah. Hello, cow, or whatever that thing is. Look at that. Oh, come on, I was going at a low speed. I should have just kind of bumped the cow. Here we go. Let's go to... I don't think I can handle past second gear. I don't know. Let's stay in first for a bit. I could probably turn down the sensitivity of the stick that's emulating the steering wheel. Alright, so far we're doing decent now. Let's go to second. Second gear. Oh no. I like how you just crash. You go off the road for a moment and it's like, you're done. Your whole windshield is shattered. Your whole body is shattered. You're just dead. Oh. I like how you can see all the different parts like the axle. Okay, I'm going to stay in first again. I have 17 seconds left. Oh, jeez. All right. Second gear. Crash. Okay, let's see what a turbo says. He says it's obviously a dinosaur. Look at the happy face sign. That is speed. What is it called? Speed something by Vector Beam. Speed Freak. It's like a demo, a technical demo. It was probably awesome in 1979. It doesn't seem very playable, at least with my controls. Maybe with the steering wheel, it's a little better. Next up is Tail Gunner. I know this game because I had a copy of it on Palm OS, believe it or not. And it's not bad if I can remember exactly how to play it. You're just kind of shooting at guys, and if they shooting at these ships, if they pass you, you I think take a hit. And we don't have sound. You have a shield, that's right. I just activated the shield for a moment by accident. This one looks pretty nice graphically, and it's not a bad game. Oh, okay, I got hit by 2 of them. No! Unfortunately, it gets pretty hard pretty fast. Okay, I got all 3 that time. Alright. No! Okay, that's game over for me. I think it's when 10 of them pass you, you're done. Or 10 of them hit you, I guess. So this is made for an analog stick too, I believe. And anytime I let go of the stick, I kind of recenter at the center. Also, down is up and up is down. Could probably reconfigure that if I wanted to. I should be using the shield, shouldn't I? So anytime I'm about to miss them, I'll turn on the shield for a moment. I'm not sure what the shield limit is. Okay, it's that number at the top center, I believe. If you notice, they just kind of bounce off me when I turn on the shield. And then you can shoot them. That's really cool, actually. I wish I was better at actually hitting them, though. But I've just improved my game dramatically, I think. Oof. All right. I bet this one looks really nice on a real vector display. And I think I've heard of some homebrewer for Vectrex working on this one. Oh. Okay, so I have 5 hits, 10 and I'm dead. And I have 39, I guess, seconds left of shield, or units. I guess it's not seconds, it goes faster than a second. Tail Gunner. Now, some of the games I'm not sure if I'm just missing a sound configuration of some sort, or if they just don't have sound. Okay, I'm getting low on shields here, but as you can see, I'm lasting a lot longer because of them. Also probably getting slightly better at shooting them, I would imagine. But very soon I'm going to be out of shields entirely, and then I am doomed. One of them got me. 6. I have 6 hits and only 5 shields left. Ah, alright. I don't think I'm going to last much longer, folks. Okay, shields are out. Just got to get the points in that I can before it's all over. Alright. That's it. High score 1198. Beat that, everybody. Okay, a decent little game there. That is Tail Gunner. Next up we have Tank 8. This game, it's a game I'm just going to demo because it's multiplayer. And I had never heard of this one, but this is impressive in its own way because it's from 1976. And it's an 8-player game when you just kind of run these tanks around shooting at each other. And I can just imagine playing this in 76 and thinking it's probably the most awesome thing of all time. Again, I kind of like just multiplayer games where you're just shooting at each other and stuff. It's kind of very simple gameplay, but it's playing with your friends that brings it out. So this, if you see the orientation, it's like you got some of it's upside down because I think it was like a big table probably with a screen in the middle. So if I could get my hands on the real machine of this, that would be awesome. I wouldn't actually put it in my home. But, oh, wait, actually, I already have it in my 8,000 miles of home, my 8 miles of home. Anyway, I'm going to try. I had a lot of trouble getting the controls to make any sort of sense. Okay, so I am controlling red right now. These little white crosses, they're like mines. If you touch them, you blow them up. But you can also shoot at them. And you can shoot through the walls. Okay, I thought you could shoot through the mines, but I think I am not able to right now for some reason. Oops, I just walked into one. And then my corpse sits there and I can shoot it for some reason. I don't know why. The controls are not what you would think. They're very strange. Like you can't turn and not move. And you can't move straight, so you have to kind of wiggle around. Okay, this guy is not shootable. Maybe because he didn't take a first step. I'm not sure. Maybe because I've never put in a quarter for him. So the game actually lets you start, even though it's only a multiplayer game. It actually lets you start with only one player. I could try to put in another, but I don't think I configured it. Shall we hit the mine for kicks? Let's hit the mine. If I can even figure out how to... Okay, I blew up. The mine is still there, I guess. So I could imagine this being tons of fun, as simple as it looks. It's called Tank 8, and can't really do much more than this, so I won't keep you. Actually, I can. I don't know. My controls are. I don't really understand the controls. I can rotate in place sometimes, but not other times. I don't really get it. I can go backwards. I'll show you what the controls look like. By the way, it's insane. Look at all these things. You have 8 sets of controls. And also it has some kind of remote stuff, remote control. I don't know what that's about, but it has remote team, remote start. It has RC 1 through 8. I have no idea what that means, but I am intrigued. And I saw in the dip switches, by the way, dip switches are when you, in arcade games had these physical switches that you could flip around to change the way the game was configured. And if I can remember how to get there, here we go. Here we have remote play on, or it doesn't say remote play, but it says remote on or off. What does that mean? I don't know. Remote team. It sounds highly advanced for 1976. It sounds like somebody playing who's not there. Are they using a remote control of some sort? Obviously, they're not like playing over the internet, but that's not what it means by remote. But I think I would like to play a game like this today. If someone made this, probably someone has, in like a web browser game or something. Maybe they add more stuff you could do, like, I don't know, different options and settings. Like you could bounce, you could enable ricocheting bullets perhaps, or whatever. I think it has promise is what I'm getting at. And too bad I'm not old enough to have played this back in the day. I imagine gathering friends for this could have been a blast, perhaps. Anyway, that's a look at Tank 8, even though we can't really play it. Next up is Warrior. Excuse me. Now, Warrior is a game I got recently for Vectrex. Yes, Vectrex comes up a lot in this conversation. Um, as you can see, there's a well, you can't really see if there's the two knights that are fighting each other, but there's also this kind of elaborate background, and there's two pits that you can fall into, and that's kind of an overlay, like kind of like if if you remember the Vectrex shows that I did, that you put the overlay on. There's artwork you can get to display the overlay in this game, and I did manage to find it, but I did not figure out how to set it up correctly. So when I load the game, you're just going to see two warriors fighting, and there are pits, but you don't know where they are because they don't have the art working. So you just see this kind of plain thing, and I haven't actually played this. I just spent more time trying to get the artwork loaded, and I was failing. But yeah, you move the arms around to swing. I think this has potential. I had a problem with this on Vectrex though. Okay, so here I am. I think this is two-player only. So again, it's a game that I can't really play in any meaningful way, but I can hold the button and swing my sword in various ways. It's pretty smooth movement for a game from 70 whatever. What was it, 78 or something? Hopefully I don't run into a pit. Okay, let's kill this guy now. Okay, I'm only hitting his sword, so I'm knocking him around. Oh, we're kind of stuck together because our swords are clashing, I suppose. Okay. Let's walk off a pit for fun. Yeah, we fell into the pit. So the player who is not even existing is beating me 1 point to 2. Okay, that'll get him. No. Come on. There, we got him. I think I knocked him into a pit. Okay, I think my time ran out. There's a timer at the bottom. I think that's what it is. So we're both dead now. And yeah, that's going back to the demo. It's moving automatically. So that's Warrior. What do you say there, Arturo? 1-1. I was I was not well, yeah, I was defeated that one time, but the final score, at least I tied in the end. I tied the non-existent person. That's like if someone is using one of those punching bags, and with the boxing gloves on, they're punching it, and the punching bag swings into them and knocks them over. That's kind of what happened just there. All right, that's a glimpse into Warrior, which was which year? Let's check that out. 79. And that is, for better or for worse, all I've got for the arcade games. I'm going to take a very quick pit stop into the bathroom, and then we're going to play the home computer game I was talking about that's kind of advanced for its time. So please hold just 1 minute. Okay, we're back, and we are getting pounded with some heavy rains here in suburban New York. I just noticed that when I took my little trip out of the room. Yeah, so let us warm up, not warm up, start up our game. So that's it for the arcade from the 70s. Next up, we're going to switch to the system I mentioned a lot, the Atari 800. And I have what I consider to be perhaps the most complex game in a good way from the 70s. Some of these games are good, by the way. Anyway, that game is Star Raiders. Let's go, Star Raiders. Now, this game has a little bit complicated controls, so it's possible I might forget some of it, but I'll just kind of do what I can. You might not be seeing anything too impressive here. A lot of kind of like, a lot of these games from this era are just kind of space games that you're shooting at stuff. But it's really cool. You have a galactic map and you have to go to different sectors. You use your hyperspace drive and you have to stop ships from destroying your star bases on the map. I haven't played this in ages, so I'm going to start with the novice difficulty level. Yeah, there is a Bruce Lee game. It's actually pretty awesome. It's actually, and people loved it so much that there's a recent homebrewed sequel for it. But today we're playing Star Raiders. Bruce Lee. Anyway, okay. Let us play some Star Raiders. I have to kind of look at my control listing here because I don't know which keyboard keys map to the Atari keys offhand. It looks like I just want to press F4 to start, basically. Okay, here we are. Novice mission. Now you have energy. You can see that E9999 I have. You can adjust your velocity. I'm at 0 now. You can press 0 to 9, the keyboard keys. What is that? Oh, it's an asteroid. You can zoom around. You can turn on your shield. Notice your energy goes down a lot quicker. Again, the yellow E at the bottom, that number, that goes quicker when you have your shields on. So you can turn it off once in a while when you're not engaged with any enemies, but these asteroids can still hit you randomly. You also have a computer, attack computer, and I think that speeds up your energy depletion as well. So when you're safe, you might want to turn off the attack computer. If I press the G key, I jump to the galactic chart, and as you can see that we have a bunch of different squares in a grid kind of pattern here. And time is passing. It's real time. So I'm kind of wasting time, unfortunately. But yeah, the stars that I'm going to move the cursor to the stars. Those are the star bases that I'm protecting. Everything else is a bad guy, basically. This one is 2 ships. This one is 4, the 4 dots. This one is 3, the 3 dots. I don't know why they made the 2 a different shape. They could have just made 2 dots. Anyway, things are moving because I'm taking too long, so let us jump right here. Oops, that's the shoot button. I have to, when I press the jump. H. Hyperwarp engage, turn off galactic map. What's going on? Oh, I press F to go to front view. Okay. So you missed the cool hyperspace scene. In the, I gotta turn on computer and shield. What was I gonna say? I should probably move. I was sitting still. It's possible I took too long that they're not here anymore. That's the case. Okay. So let's hyperspace and switch. In the more difficult levels, you have to keep the crosshairs in the middle, or you veer off course. It kind of wiggles around as you do this, and you have to keep control of your ship in the hyperspace. Whoa, there's a ton of rain. All right, I'm still looking for bad guys. I think I'm taking too long, and I keep missing them. You would normally see a TIE fighter looking thing in the bottom right. It's like a little radar thing in the bottom right. So maybe I'll jump again. By the way, you can switch to aft view, which is the rear. And you have the front view. Jeez, I'm gonna lose my guys, my star bases. Okay, let's go. Wow, the rain's pouring. You might be able to hear it. Hyperspace, let's do it. Come on. I don't remember having a problem catching up with bad guys in this game, but I guess I'm speaking too much probably. Again, what's going on? Alright, do it right away and not waste time. Here we go, red alert. That means we have bad guys. Okay, let's crank up our speed to say 6. I think that's a good level. Okay, every time we shoot, we're using energy. So you don't want to just pound the fire button. It's like everything uses energy. Just to have your computer on, just to have your shields on. If you play this on a hard difficulty, you have to be really sparing with these things. Okay, we killed the 2. Those glowing guys were the bad guys. So we could actually turn off our shields to be a little bit more careful, and the computer. Let's jump over here. Red alert, turn on shields, turn on attack computer. Let's go find the bad guys. Okay, there's something. Okay, that was easy, but there's one more. This game does suffer from some slowdown when you're in the middle of a battle, as you can see. Again, though, you know, consider the year 79. I am impressed for 79, you gotta admit. Okay, it's dead. Now let's move on to the next one. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What happens if you press hyper warp and you didn't select a sector? I don't know where I'm going. But I'm spending the energy, unfortunately. Alright, okay, they're coming after these star bases. Let's go right here, because it's close. Hyperspace. And you can visit the star bases and, like, charge up your energy and stuff, I think. It's been a long time, at least 30 years since I played this one. The fights are very easy because I'm playing the novice level. Ah, jeez. I'm getting pounded a bit. I just said they're easy and now I'm getting hammered. You can shoot their shots, which is a good thing to do. And you can also avoid them by moving up or down or whatever. Let's turn up our speed. How about? Whoa, now I'm going too fast. Okay, let's slow it. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Shoot, I pressed something and seemed to have reset the game. I think I hit an F key instead of a number key, basically. Alright. What am I at a prompt here? Alright, I'll give it another try. I don't want to just abort there because I accidentally quit. So Star Raiders, again. Why don't we play on the second level of difficulty for kicks? How do I adjust? So F3? Yes, pilot mission. And now we'll start. Okay, let's not waste time. We're going to jump right here where there's some bad guys and kill them. I will save the shields for right when I arrive. Oh yeah, that's right, I have to steer this crosshair. Ah, I'm going to go off course. I don't know how to do it. I missed. Oh, I'm still in a red alert. Okay, so I'm alright. Get back here. Okay, I took a hit. I killed them, though. Let's turn up the velocity a little bit. A little less than that, how about? What's wrong? What? Did I press the wrong button? I'm pressing the wrong buttons all over. Come on. Alright, killed it, and I took a hit, unfortunately. And that's this sector. Oop, do that again. Okay, it's the opposite direction. It's weird hard to control. I don't know. Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I'm all the way over here, apparently. Okay, let's go back here. The longer you jump, the more fuel you expend. Apparently when you're steering this thing, it's left is right and right is left, but up is up and down is down. I don't really understand it. It probably takes some getting used to. Come on. Oh, I missed it again. Stupid. My poor hyperspace skills are pretty bad. Okay. Up, 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 up. Jeez. Alright. I'm too terrible. I see I have a chat message. I will check in a second. Ugh. What do we got here? Stream is frozen. Oh, great. Alright, I don't know why that junk happens, but it does happen. I thought I had resolved all this, but apparently not. Okay, it should be back. Sorry about that. Okay, I can't even hyper jump apparently very reliably. Maybe I should have stuck to easy. Alright, red alert. Let's do it. Kill the glowing guy. Is he dead? No, I missed him. No, get back here. Alright, we clobbered him. I'm already down to just 7,500 energy, starting with 10,000. That tells you I'm pretty bad. Okay, we can jump over here, perhaps. Okay, red alert. Now you can look behind you. I don't know what you're supposed to do with that. You can shoot behind you too. Oh, look at that. So if you're good at switching, you could do some interesting things with that, perhaps. Oops, he was forward. Okay. These guys look like TIE fighters from Star Wars. There's a few different kinds of ships. By the way, all the ships are called the Xylons, which sounds like Cylons from Battlestar Galactica. Uh-oh, something's happening. I don't know what it means. I got an alert. Damage control, okay. Sector scan. Okay, what is it telling me? Destroyed. Wait, what? Sector scan destroyed. Oh. Okay, whatever it means, whatever sector scan means, I can't do it anymore. Let's go to the starbase and maybe I can repair. Don't remember how that works exactly. Hyperwarp complete. Okay, there's no red alert. Oh, the red alert. The scanner must tell me it's the red alert, probably. I think. Am I moving? Now I'm moving. But the radar at the bottom right shows an enemy, I think. Unless the starbase can show up on there too. I don't know. Have to view. No. Trying to go to it, but I keep missing it. Let's see. There's something. Let's slow down, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm looking at it, and then I miss it. I'm looking right at it, whatever it is. I think. Let's keep going towards it, I guess. Yes, it's back. You are naming stuff that the video doesn't... Okay, yeah, I got you, Archer. Alright, here we go. Here's the starbase, I think. How do we dock? Do I need to hit a special key? Let me look up the manual I pulled up really quick. Shoot, I don't know. Let's just go to it and see what happens. Uh-oh. Let's stop moving, perhaps. Orbit established. Stand by. Cool, cool. All right, we got somebody coming to help us, I think. Yeah, I remember this. The little robot guy comes out. Hello, robot guy. Transfer complete. You can see my energy is now high. I should turn off things when I'm not using them. And I think my sector scanner is back in action. I could be a jerk and shoot the space station now, but I am not a jerk. At least not today. In FTL, I'm a jerk sometimes. Let me pull back up my stream chat. I kind of switched out of it. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to the map. Time's a wasting. This one on the right is going to get surrounded soon, I think. That's how they kill the guy. That's how they kill your bases. So we'll stop at this one in the meantime. Oh, gotta put down the computer. I think I missed. Okay, let's go here. Don't want to go that far out. Okay, that one went west, or left. I don't think there's a west. Let's keep chasing it, I guess. Whoa, we got thunder. In real life, not in the game. It's possible I'll lose my power, by the way. If that happens, well, see you later, I guess. Okay, red alert, let's do it. Shields on. If you forget the shield's on, you can be in trouble. Okay, let's find these jerks. Speed up our engines a little bit. There we go. That thing looks like one of the space stations, but it's not. Ugh. Gee, it's pounding me. Come on, we can do it. Alright, we got it. Forward view, please. Oh. Something's still alive. Oh yeah, there's 3 in this sector. Usually we were fighting 2 before, but now we have 3. It's somewhere around me. Did I see it? Shoot the asteroid. Nope. I missed it. Is that something? Another asteroid? Aft view, perhaps? No. It's raining cats and dogs. And I can't find the stupid ship. I feel like if the radar seems very sensitive, like if I move a little to the left, it shoots past, a little to the right, it goes past again. I think it means it's like right on top of me somewhere. One would think that anyway. Okay, there we go. I think we're honing in on him. Is he behind me? I'm not sure what's happening, really. Like I should be seeing him, shouldn't I? Is he invisible? He has cloaking like an FTL. There's something. Get back here, you jerk. Spent a lot of fuel just trying to catch your stupid ass. Okay, let's, I don't know, kill this one. Missed. Alright, red alert. No! I need a defense drone. Okay, something's broken again, I think. Damage control. Engine's destroyed. Now what do I do? I can't move? Engine's destroyed. Maybe I can still hyperspace, but not move in a battle, basically. Okay, I have no engine. Let's see if I can do something about this. Oh, there's a starbase right here. Hopefully I can still hyper jump, hyper warp. Yes, I can. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. Wait, how am I going to move to the starbase, even if I'm in the right sector? Oh, man. Keep losing control. What does the chat say? Do you forget to pay the bill? Why would you lose power? Oh, because the weather's bad. It's really windy and raining hard outside. I paid my bill though, don't worry. Let's turn the shields off. Alright. I don't know if I'm just dead because I lost my engine, but I'm gonna try. If I can actually get to the dang sector. Okay, I see a TIE fighter thing on the radar, which means I think we're in the right place. But I can't move, so it's like, what do I do? Okay. Almost. Is it right here? Is it behind me? Well, now what do I do? I can't. Will it come to me? It looks like I'm drifting a little bit. Oh. I can still use engines. Okay. But if you notice where it says V in the status bar at the bottom, it keeps flickering from 0 to the number that I pressed. I just pressed 6 last. And now it's flickering between 0 and 6. So I guess you just move very slowly because the engines keep going on and off. Just gotta find the starbase. What time are we at? 10:08. Okay, I'll probably wrap this up soon. You get the idea of this game. Alright, so where is it? I'm pretty much lined up with it. Do you want to see Bruce Lee just for kicks, even though it's not a 70s game? I want to get my starbase. I want to get repaired. Is that it? The flickering thing? No, it's just a star. Yes, let's see Bruce Lee. Okay. That's an enthusiastic reply. So we're going to see Bruce Lee, but I want to get this starbase. I want to get repaired. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, though, because it looks like I'm basically lined up in the radar. I don't know. And I don't see it behind me. I don't know. By the way, it says, in pink at the bottom, it says, I think that's a K. It says 11. So I think that means I got 11 kills so far. I killed 11 spaceships. Here we go. Cool. Let's get that robot to fix us. So yeah, what this game, I could definitely think of some design improvements, but again, this is the 70s. It's pretty incredible in my opinion. Late 70s to be fair, but I mean, this came out before Pac-Man. Came out before Donkey Kong, came out before Cubert, and it's pretty involved and interesting. Came out before, what else? Before King of Fighters. Okay, can we like get this going? Come on. Please help me. Oh, whoa. No, get back here. Where are you going? Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. I'm not going to move anymore. No, don't dock abort. Let's do it. Orbit established. Okay, let's not move. Yeah, it predates Pac-Man. This is 70s. Pac-Man was the 80s, early 80s. 79 to be fair. It's not like it's, 73 or anything, but yeah, predates Pac-Man. Anyway, I'm nice and repaired now. My engines are good. That's the gist of the game. It looks like they're going to attack this starbase over here. Once they surround it, the starbase gets destroyed, and I think it adds more of the bad guys, unfortunately. But the goal is just to wipe them all out. I think if I could hyperspace a little bit better, if I could improve on that, I'd probably be able to finish this game pretty easily. But that is the idea. And let's play a little Bruce Lee, even though it's not the 70s. This is the bonus game. I have not validated that the game actually works, so you might have an unpleasant surprise, but let's see. By the way, this game Dandy, I'm going to say this for another stream, but it is the precursor to Gauntlet, if you can believe that. Anyway, it'll have two of them. Okay, what did I just do? Shoot. I accidentally loaded my Commodore emulator, apparently. Okay, can we quit, please? How do I actually quit, though? Okay. Alright, so back to Atari 800. There's two of them, I don't know why. Let's try one. Here we go. Will it work? Bruce Lee. Oh, I did not have luck with the LR Atari 800 emulator. So I might have to change that to the emulator that's just called Atari 800. These are all the emulators. They're very similarly named, so it's a little bit confusing. But the last game I got working, Star Raiders, with the Atari 800 emulator. Not LR Atari 800. Okay, something's happening, I think. Disc. Okay, so here we go. 1984, so it's not the 70s. I cheated. The trademark of Bruce Lee is the trademark of Linda Lee. Who's Linda Lee? His wife? Maybe you know, Arturo. I guess probably. So yeah, this was after Bruce Lee died. He died in the 70s. Unfortunately, the game is not 70s. Hey Brady, how are you? We're not actually playing MAME tonight, by the way. I mean, we were, but not anymore. And we're gonna wrap this up with this was an all 70s stream, but my buddy here Arturo saw that I had a Bruce Lee game for Atari 8-bit computers, and he was interested. So I said, what the hell? We'll just fire up Bruce Lee. All right, folks, this is Bruce Lee. Now you are Bruce Lee in this game, and there's a ninja chasing you and a green sumo wrestler called the Green Yamo. I don't know what a Yamo is, but his name is the Green Yamo. It's this is emulating the disk access. That's why you see the D1 in the corner, and it takes a while. If it was a cartridge-based game, it would proceed very quickly, I think. But this is reading from a disk. It would, yeah. Same blue select screen as Target Terror on VMware. I don't know what that is. Sorry, Brady. Okay, Bruce Lee. Press select computer or... Okay, we're playing one player basically, so let's press start. And away we go. So you have to grab these lantern things to get points. Yeah. Throughout the entire game, it's these same two characters chasing you, the ninja and the Green Yamo. And you can kick them, you can punch them. The ninja is really easy. The Green Yamo is harder. They're very bad at chasing you when you're above them. They just kind of stand there. I don't know why. Just a quirk of the game. They stand there when you're above them. When they're above you, they come down to you. The ninja just fell on the green Yamo. And yeah, this game is very beloved by computer game players of that era. So much that somebody made a sequel to this, just like probably within the last 10 years or so. Okay, now I got a tango with the green Yamo. Ah, get away from me, green Yamo. Usually jump kicks are the preferred method of beating up green sumo wrestlers. Oof. The ninja is a weakling compared to the Yamo. And he also moves. He goes moo. You can play this game in which another player controls the green Yamo. Let me check the chat quick. I see you guys are talking. Looks like the same thing as before. Okay. Oh, the ninja's killing me. I'm a little bit distant from my laptop because of Wi-Fi range issues. Now, the way to jump with, yeah, that's how you do it. Like I say, it's to jump without jump kicking. You just kind of do that. You move the stick upward and to the right or to the left. Whee. Okay, ninja. It's funny, these the same two characters chase you the whole time. And there are some points in the game that you can kill them in pretty hilarious ways, like you kick them into a trap and the trap bursts into flames and kills them. Oh, I'm getting killed here. Let's go past him. No, didn't work. Okay, I lost a life. Take that ninja. I still don't know what a Yamo is to this day. But he is the green Yamo. Maybe it has something to do with a sumo wrestler type. And what inspired that? Is there any movie with such a character? Where am I supposed to go? I don't remember. I think those things at the top are blocking me. And there's that kind of cow statue that later on it moves at you. I don't know why. Can I go past this? I cannot. Where am I supposed to go? Back left? So these lanterns, when you get them, they can trigger things to open up. So that might be what happened. Yeah, it opened up that trap door at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to go in the trap door. Alright. So these white things that are moving along the pits, they kill you. So I just killed the ninja by knocking him into... Oh, jeez. Okay. They're not going to make this easy for me. Okay, jeez. Ah, I got killed by the white thing. Okay, I better make this fast. Let's do it. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. You fall so slow in this game that it's easy to get killed by those traps if you fall accidentally. So you gotta time it just right. And the ninja got killed by it. Cool. Let's see if the green Yamo gets killed by it too. He made it, unfortunately. No, no, no. Come on, go, go, go. Ooh. Haha. Lol. Oh, no, he's down here now. Get out of here with your black diaper. Okay, now what do we got? Okay, the ladder's leading to nowhere, I think. This thing in the middle you can climb up. I believe you have to... Oh no, I'm gonna die. I think. Can I hit the ceiling? I don't remember. I don't think I have a choice at this point. I'm not making progress. It's going down. Actually, I am. These spikes will kill you. That's what I'm kind of worried about. Oh, look, it's going... It stopped moving. It's going down now, actually. Let me check the chat. No new chat messages. That's okay. All right, so you have to time the jump here to get the lantern while it's white. And if you miss it, you're going to die, basically. Okay, that opened up that area. Let's watch these morons get killed. Huh. Okay, so this is going to be a tough one to time correctly. I don't remember the best way to do it. I guess you just wait for it to go and then jump. Okay, it went. He just falls so slowly that it's difficult. Okay, we made it. These white things on the ground are like fire traps. I guess they're actually white, so maybe they're not fire. I don't know. So I kicked him into it to kill him. Let's kick the ninja now too. Take that, you Yamo. Oh no. Ah, I got killed. Saw that coming. Come on, Yamo, bring it. Going right. Okay. Oh, I missed it. Gotta go back up. Yeah, the lanterns, they give you points, but they also trigger things. They make things toggle. They open up areas of the levels. So I think you pretty much have to get most of them in this game. Oof, that was close. Okay, I got it. It opened up that door to the left. Now these white dots on the ground are going to kill me, so I have to jump carefully. Ah, I jumped too early, but I made it. Okay. Okay. This is just like a real Bruce Lee movie, right? He's jumping around, kicking green sumo wrestlers into traps, collecting lanterns. Maybe not quite realistic. But now I have to get these lanterns without touching the spikes immediately above them. I think you have to just kind of carefully do that. There we go. Oh no. Okay, am I in trouble now? I don't know. There we go. Okay. Alright. Make a jump and I missed again. Oh, now what do I do? I think I might be dead. I might have to kill myself. I don't remember Bruce Lee's enemies wearing diapers in the movies. Well, he's a Korean Yamo, so that's his sumo. His sumo outfit, I guess. Okay, so I think I have to commit suicide, unfortunately, and that's my last life. So that's the end of Bruce Lee, folks. Wonder if I can actually go back to the left. I'll try it. I don't think I can. I have to jump over these spikes. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Game over. And that is Bruce Lee. Not from the 70s. Well, that's about time to wrap it up. Or we could throw in some other random game. I don't know. A little bit more? What do you guys think? We could play Caverns of Mars. It's good enough. I don't love the enemies ignoring you if they're in a lower level. Yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, it could use some improvement. It's possible in the sequel they might have removed that kind of silliness. I mean, it's still a silly game probably, but all right, let's do Caverns of Mars, and that's it for tonight. Caverns of Mars is not in the 70s either, but I believe it's like 82 or so. Let's see what it says, if it even tells me. Hold on, let me switch the emulator again. The LR one doesn't really work for me. Oops. Where am I here? Caverns of Mars. Caverns. Okay, hey, you're into this game too. Oh, I was looking at the chat. I missed I missed the time frame to press the button. Okay, this time we'll get it right. Okay, Caverns of Mars. Press a button. Switch emulators. And let's go. Caverns of Mars 81, close enough to 70s, I guess. Alright, I'll play Novice because it's been probably at least, well, again, at least 30 years since I played this game. So in this year, just a spaceship shooting stuff, and you have to keep track of fuel. If you shoot fuel tanks, you actually gain the fuel, which seems to be a common theme in shooters of that era. But you're going downward in this cavern, and you're trying to plant a bomb at the bottom, and then you have to escape before the bomb blows up. It's a pretty good game. I used to like it a lot. As you can see, you shoot 2 bullets at a time, or 2 lasers, whatever they are. I guess they're more like bullets. But you don't shoot in the center of your ship, so you, oh, gee, that was dumb. So that's how you die. You kind of turn into static. I was gonna say, you don't shoot. Like in most games, you shoot kind of in the center of your ship. There's like a cannon there. In this game, you just shoot at the 2 ends horizontally. I guess when my fuel is 99, I don't really need to hit more fuel tanks that badly, because 99 is the limit. Okay, now we're in a kind of a different little section of the board in which you have to shoot all these ships coming at you. The F ones give you fuel. That was a close call. What was that? Did that not just magically appear? I don't know. I didn't see that one. Maybe I missed it. No! That was close. Okay, soon we'll be at the bomb unless I die. Okay, it's time to plant. Ah, it's all mangled. The graphics aren't working right. Okay. Hopefully it's just for this little scene here. Bomb timer set. Escape time 30. Oh, okay, it's totally bugging. Alright. It's still letting me escape, but it made me die. So when you're on the way up, you can't shoot for some reason. And you just have to not hit the walls. $14, $13, $12, $11. I don't think you can really go faster though. So really you're just kind of at the mercy of the timer, and you know, you just have to not hit walls basically. Alright, we blew up that cavern in Mars, so we're gonna have to enter cavern 2 now. Let's check the chat real quick. I'm in Boulder Deck. Oh no, the video froze. Oh, crap. Alright. I don't know why that happens. I will disconnect again and try again. And then we'll start over the game. Okay. Hello, sorry about that. All kinds of fragile stuff going on here. The streaming software I use, OBS, crashed when I unplugged and replugged in the video device. Hopefully we're good now, though. I'll give it another shot. Caverns of Mars. Sorry you can only hear it for that play. You're just looking at my game over screen basically right now. Okay, let's play Caverns of Mars one more time. Here's the beautiful title screen. In this game, you are entering a cavern, blowing it up, and escaping. If you do that 5 times, I think you win. Now you can see it, I hope. You just shoot stuff and try not to touch the walls. Oof, that was close. Like I said earlier, the fuel level, the maximum is 99. So they're kind of plentiful at this level. You don't need to get every single one. Oh, jeez. That's the same way I died the first time somehow. So if you touch anything, you're dead. For anyone who might be just joining, this is not a 70s game. The theme for this stream was 70s games, but we decided to cheat a little bit at the end and play a couple of bonus games that are actually from the early to mid 80s-ish. So this is Caverns of Mars for Atari 800 computer. Sometimes we just call it the Atari 8-bit computers because there were several of the models. There was Atari 800 XL, there was Atari 400, which was sort of compatible with the 800 games, but I think it depended if you had enough RAM for the particular game. There was the 5200, I died. I don't know how compatible the 5200 was. I think it was fully compatible with Atari 800 games. They made too many systems, basically, Atari. I don't think it was to their advantage. And then when NES came out and took the world by storm, they made some machine that bombed. They tried to... Basically, I think they tried to put out a machine compatible with what you're seeing now, these Atari 8-bit games, but they kind of put it in like a console kind of form, and they included a light gun. So the game bugs out right here. I don't know why it's not supposed to do that. This is where you're planting the bomb, though. Last time I lost a life here too for no good reason, basically. I lost another one. It doesn't normally look like that. But yeah, we're going upward now, and you have 30 seconds to escape. You cannot shoot on the way up. You have to just kind of dodge things. I think it would be a good tweak to the gameplay if they made it so you could accelerate your speed or slow down. Because the timer seems kind of pointless if it's like scripted, sort of. Like you don't have any control of how fast you can go, so the timer's almost irrelevant. You just don't hit any walls and you're good. So there we go. We've completed cavern number 1. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to beat cavern number 2 because if I die once or twice every time I'm planting the bomb, it's going to be impossible because of some emulation bug. But it's about time to wrap up the stream anyway, so let's see if I can just get to the bottom of this cavern. There might be an extra life in my future if I can get enough points, I'm not sure. Okay, time for the open area with a bunch of ships. The red ships with the F give you fuel. I probably mentioned that, but I don't remember if you had video at the time. Oof, that was close. My fuel's pretty low, actually, I'm just noticing. Let's shoot some more of these red ones. Oh, I have a max of 50 now, apparently. No, I don't. Never mind. I thought I did. Okay, now I'm gonna plant the bomb and just die, I think. Normally it's like it almost looks like a city, and you descend into the city. At the very bottom you plant the bomb. I don't know why it emulates all messed up. So that's the game because it makes me die. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap it up now because I need to wind down and then go to bed. So thanks for watching that 70s MAME. That was our special for 70s games, and I threw in a couple of non-70s game bonuses at the end. 1981. Yeah, 1981. I'm reading your message from above, Arturo. I'm trying. 1981 APX, 1982. I'm not sure what yours. Oh, okay. They came out in different years depending on the format, I guess you're saying. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. What will we do next week? I don't know. I could just pick another year. I'm tempted to just pick a different system, perhaps. My wife is fond of her TI 99 computer she had back in the day. So I actually offered she could kind of co-stream with me, and she could kind of co-pilot with me and introduce some of the games she remembers from the 80s on the only, like, she didn't grow up in a very video gamey household, but she had this one computer and she does know some of the games from it. All right. Other than that, though, I have my PC gaming stream on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and that is called Saturday Night Gaming. Been having a lot of fun with that one lately. Mostly we play FTL, Faster Than Light. Sometimes we throw in some other games too. Like last time we played Oregon Trail, not Oregon Trail, Oregon Trail, which is a zombie game inspired by Oregon Trail, if you can follow all that. Anyway, thanks for watching tonight, and that's all. I will beg for likes and subscribe. No, really, I like to have subscribers. Likes I don't really care about, but I'll take them if you want to give them to me. And that's about it. So have a good night and take care. Bye.